Would you like to know how to make a book for Amazon KDP using Canva, even if you have the free version of Canva? If you guys are interested, make sure you guys keep watching. Okay, the first thing that you're going to need to do to make a book in Canva is you're going to need a Canva account. You can use a free account to create a book in Canva. I have created books in Canva. I'm going to show you one of the books that I did create. This is one of the books that I did create on Canva. It is a gratitude notebook, and it has like prompts in it. And I'm going to show you guys the actual book that I actually created in here, so you guys can see what it looks like. So the book that I'm going to show you guys the book that I did. First of all, let me show you the book that I did. So this is the inside of the book. This is the gratitude gratitude book that I made. These are the little templates that I got, and I got these templates in Canva. I just changed them a little bit, and you can change them to your liking of how you want them to look. But I did change it a little bit just because you want to do that. I added like a picture in the background. I can show you how to do that, which is pretty simple. But it's pretty simple. This is 101 pages, so I'm going to show you guys how to do it. I'm not going to go through every single page, but it's pretty much repetitive. You're just going to keep creating a new page. I do want to show you guys the title or the front of the book. You guys can see what the front of the book looks like, and here is the book here. You guys can see what the front of it looks like. This is, so you're gonna, when you create a book, you're gonna create separately the cover of the book and then the interior of the book. So excuse me. So here is the book interior. I'm going to show you guys like the calculations and everything that you guys need to be able to do this. Here is the different calculations. I'll make sure that I leave a copy of this so you guys can see. But once you are doing the interior, depending on the size that you do, it's going to be the type of width that you're going to put in so you guys can create your interior as well as your cover. So here is the interior. So if you're doing, say, a 6x9, which we'll be talking about, and it'll be the same for 8x10, it's the same. You just put the right connection or the right sizing in. So we have the interior here and we have the cover here. So you guys can see this here of how you would do it. If you have 100 pages, you'll do a 12. I always just do like, you can do 12.48 or 12.5 or whatever, just depending. So if you do more than 100, knowing I did more than 100 pages, I just did like 12.5 and 9.25 for the height. So this is the dimensions. I will leave the dimensions down in the description so you guys can check that out. You also can go over to do your cover. When you do your cover, they will give you like a template of your cover, and you'll go in here and you will pick. So you're going to do, for instance, a paperback. And this is I'll make sure I'll leave the link to the cover because KDP has a cover template. So you'll go over here and you'll do paperback. The interior, we're going to just do black and white. As far as paper, we'll just do white paper because it's just less costly when you are printing it. You want it to be less printing cost for you so you can make more money. Far as page turn, you want it to do left to right. Measurements, units. So we want to do it in inches. Trim size, we're going to do a 6x9. Page count, let's just say we'll do 101. We're going to have 100 pages of the template, and then we'll have like one page will be like this book belongs to, or whatever you guys want to put before you guys go to the next page. And then you would hit calculate, and you guys can see here what this is for the cover. You guys can see what it'll look like, and then you'll hit download template, and then it will have your template, and it's going to be in a zip file that you will open up. So you can see what it looks like. If you open it up, open up the file so you guys can see what it looks like. And you guys can see this is what it'll look like. And you guys can save it in your Canva. You know, if you know how to upload things, you'll go over here to upload. And then you will upload it. You guys can see what here's mine's right here, but you guys just put upload and then you guys will upload it in here. But this is mine. It's already have one in here that you guys can use or can see, but that's how you guys would upload your cover, and you guys will just have it in here. You guys also make sure when you guys do put in your dimensions, we'll go back to Canva. When you put in your dimensions, you'll do create a design, and then you'll do custom. Say, for instance, you're doing a 6 by, or we'll do a 12.5 for the cover, times 9.26 for the cover. And you'll hit that. That's recently, or you can just type it in. And then this will be what your cover will look like. And once you downloaded your, let's see, you uploaded your template that you already got from Amazon, KDP, you'll go ahead here and you will stretch it into there. Make sure that it fits. You want to make sure that it fits completely in there. Make sure that it doesn't have any white around it, because then it'll reject it when you do it. So you just want to make sure everything is in there. And then once you click on here, you can change this to transparency so you can make it really, really light, because you don't want to have that transparency in the background. But so you guys can have an idea of, to make sure that you guys are standing right there. Now this middle part is going to be your spine. So you can do whatever you want to do with this middle part, but this is going to be your spine. And if you want, say for instance, I'm going to make this very simple. You guys going to actually put more work into it, but I want to show you guys how simple it is to do whatever you guys want to do. You guys can choose your elements that you guys want to put on here, your colors, whatever you want to do. I just usually just say, for instance, for the point of this video, I'm going to pick this, and I'm going to just say, for instance, if you want, you can do something like this where you can just have the spine, like have it like a different color. Like if you want the spine to be longer, just make sure you cover the spine. Say for instance, you want it to be like this, or however you want it. Just make sure that it's covering the line so you guys see that. Sorry, I have my face all on the camera. Say for instance, you wanted a gray spine in the middle, and then say for instance, you wanted this part to be a different color. Just make sure that it's in there, and you can stretch it out to however you want it. And say you wanted this to be, this is just for the point of the video, but you guys put more work into it, obviously. Or if you didn't even want to do that, you guys can just take this part out and just stretch it and just keep it like that if you wanted. It's up to you. But I like to give it like different color within the spine, because on mine's, see how I have, I don't know if you guys can see, but you guys can see I did like a gray spine, and then I have like my design in the front. So it's up to you if you want to have the gray spine, or if you want everything to be the blue, or however you want it. You guys can do that. Yeah, whatever you want to do. And just honestly, for this one right here, I should have chosen more so this one, like the square, just so I can have it look a little bit more, looks a little bit better. But you guys are just go here and just do how you guys want to do it. Make your own design, but just make sure that it stays within your parameters of the book, and you just stretch it out however you want it to make sure it lines up in there if you want to have the spine like that. And then say for instance, we want to change this to yellow. That's, I know that does, you may or may not like that, but I'm just giving you guys an example. And then on this side, you can just duplicate it and then just move this over here like that. When you are saving these, you want to make sure that you save these all in a PDF, and I will show you guys that. See, you guys, there's a little bit of white. So you want to make sure that there is no white around it. Like make sure you guys look, see there's, and it'll show you if there's any white around, because Amazon will reject it if it's not measured correctly. So just make sure everything is where it's supposed to be. There's no white showing, and stretch everything out. You know, you guys can see where the perimeter of it, when you guys try to stretch it out, you guys can see where the red stops. So just see, you guys see the white. So just make sure you guys are stretching it to make sure that it's covered. See, it's still not going up. Move it up. There we go. Is that better? There we go. So just make sure there's no white showing. Sorry, I'm all in the camera. But this is just an example of how you can do your cover. And then if you want to do words or whatever, you can type in whatever you want to type in. But it's pretty simple to create the cover in here. So I'm going through this pretty fast. But you guys do your own thing. You guys really take some time and make your stuff look good. Gratitude journal, whatever you're going to be creating. And that is pretty much how you can make your cover. So that is your cover. Now, as far as your, to do your interior, you can go over to, let's go back to home, and I want to show you guys, this is how my interior looks. And let me make sure that I do have I have a template here. I'll make sure that I leave you guys a template as well, or show you guys where to get a template. But I'm going to show you guys how to make the inside of it. So you'll just go back to Canva, and we're going to custom size. It is 6.125 by 9.25, and we'll just do that. Mine is already in there. And this is the size that you're going to do for your interior. Or you guys can either do it that way, or you guys can also use the template too as well that I have on here that I can try to share with you guys. This is what the template looks like if you want to just have it. So you'll know like the margins and stuff to make sure that you're doing this correctly, because Amazon will decline your interior if you don't have the right measurements and you go out of the thing. So this is just a little margin of what you guys can see, and you will want to just pretty much make this so you can't really see it, you know, and you guys can still kind of have an idea of what it looks like. But in here, you can pick your template. Say you're doing a gratitude journal, go to design, and you can just type in gratitude journal pages or whatever you want to type in. And then if you have the free account, obviously you can't use the pro ones with the little crown, but you'll just pick whichever one that you want to pick. For instance, we'll just do this one. So you have this one. You guys can change it up however you want. You can change the background color to whatever, if you want it to be white, because you know you want to get your shipping costs down. So if you want to make this white, oops, change it to white. Why is it not changing white? You want to change this to white because you want to save on your shipping costs, but change this into white. I don't know why it's not changing mine's white for this one, which is really weird that it's not changing it to white. But you change the background colors to white. Let's see if it'll let me do it now. Still not doing it. It's weird. But this is just an example. You guys can play around with it, but I'm just trying to show you guys. You guys can change. Say I wanted to do this one instead. And you guys can change it up. I would. So this one says happiness is a habit. You can change it to your own thing. You can maybe change the font of this. You can maybe change this. Maybe you can change the background of this and make it white or brown. But I wouldn't put brown. I would put white because you want to save on shipping costs. Anytime you're adding that color in there, that's just even more of shipping costs, money, less money you can make. So if you want to keep this here, you can, or you can remove it, whatever you want to do, and just change this to whatever you want to change it to. And what you're going to do is I would add like some type of element in the background. I would change the font. I would change maybe some of this up just to make it your own, just to be different. And say you want flower or something, flowers, and I would pick something in here, like some type of flowers. Let's do graphics, or you can do photos, whatever you want to do. I would change it up and then put something. Say, for instance, you did this one. And then you can just add it to your background, but then you want to make it transparent in the background so you can't really see it. So you make it really, really light, like kind of how I did in my book. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but you can show like how it's really, really light in the background, and you still can write over it just to make it stand out a little bit different. You can do it like that just to make it look different. And then you'll just pretty much duplicate, just keep duplicating the page until you get to 100 pages. Oops, sorry, I keep hitting the lock. Duplicate the page and just keep duplicating until you get to 100 pages. Now, I forgot to do your, the page where you say it belongs to, but you guys can do that before you guys do that, your part. But I just did like a page that says like, this book belongs to, with a line, and I put you are awesome, and I just put like a picture in the background, like the same flower. And you'll do that page before you do this page, which was simple. Sorry, it's very simple to do. I'm not going to show you guys. It's pretty simple, but just before you guys do this part, you want to put your page, and you guys can just like create another page, add a page or something like that. And then you can just move it up. There you go. And then you can just add in this belongs to, or whatever you want to put on here. So have that page go, and then you'll start with it, and you'll end up with 101 pages if you keep going and keep going. But make sure you guys change this, make it your own, and you guys see it's duplicating. So you just keep duplicating until you get to 101 pages, and then you'll have your book ready for you guys. It's pretty simple. And then when you save it, and you do the same for the cover, when you save it, you'll just go to download. And then you want this to be a PDF. Do the PDF, which one is it? This one, PDF print, best for printing. This is the one you want to do. And then you'll just save it on your computer, and then you will go over to Amazon and download it. So hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. Hopefully I explained it to you guys pretty well. If you guys have any questions, make sure you guys leave them down in the description down below, or in the comments, sorry, down below. And I'll try to make sure that I leave the cover so you guys can do it. But you guys can just put in the custom sizes and it pretty much works. Just stay within your dimensions. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. And that is it, you guys. Hopefully this video was helpful, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. Take care. God bless you. Bye-bye.